Hello, I'm Josh Hall, and today I'm going to tell you about the history of the sub 4 minute mile. Now, if anyone knows anything about running, is that if they go for a run, they'll tell you how far they ran in miles. Now, a common question you could ask a runner, or you could ask me, is how fast can you run a mile? They might reply with a fast time, or they might reply with a slow time, but in the world of competitive running, the goal has been to break the 4 minute mile mark. The sub 4 minute mile is a hard achievement, but those who do are recognized as a great athletic competitor in the world of running. In understanding the history of the sub 4 minute mile, you will need to understand what time was like before anyone broke the sub 4 minute mile, specifically when they first started recording mile times. Then we'll talk about the first person who broke the 4 minute mile mark, and after we'll compare all that to today's world of running in the mile. Before the sub 4 minute mile was achieved, the first recorded mile was by Charles Westall of England on July 26, 1855, with a recorded mile time of 4 minutes and 28 seconds. And as you can see here, this is a printout of a newspaper that has Charles Westall in it, who has the first recorded time in the mile. The second recorded mile, didn't come until 2 years later, by Thomas Horspool of England, with the same time of 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Now, the first recorded mile time in the United States came in 1911 by John Paul Jones on May 27th with a time of 4 minutes and 15 seconds in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Now we're going to be talking about the first person to break the 4 minute mile. The first person to break the 4 minute mile was Sir Roger Bannister of England. On May 6, 1954, at Iffley Road Track in Oxford, England, medical student Roger Bannister became the first person in recorded history to run the mile in under 4 minutes. And as you can see here, this photograph was taken of him who ran under 4 minutes in the mile. The second person to break the sub 4 minute mile was John Landy of Australia. John Landy and Sir Roger Bannister had been running competitors before, but John Landy had the world record at 3:58 after battling Bannister, who again was the first person to break the 4 minute mile. Now, the first American to break the 4 minute barrier was Don Bowden of San Jose, California, and he was the first American to break the 4 minute mile with a time of 3 minutes and 58 seconds and recorded in 1957. Now we'll be talking about today's competition in the world of running and people who run the mile. Today the world record stands at 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and this was recorded by Moroccan runner Hikam El Garouj, and he set the world record in the mile on July 7th, 1999, and this picture shows him with his new world record. Today in Division I college, the current mile record in NCAA Division I is 3:52 by Arizona's Lowie Lalane. Today, the Olympic qualifying for the 1500 meters is 3:36.20, which is the metric mile is 1500 meters, which is just 100 meters less than the mile. Today we have talked about the sub 4 minute mile, and it's one of the greatest achievements that not many can claim they have done. This is a true test of athleticism, strength, speed, and endurance. Running before the sub 4 minute mile was achieved was like using Snapchat before it became famous. Then, once the 4 minute mile barrier was broken by Sir Roger Bannister, the world of competitive running took off and became more popular. Now in today's world of competitive running, people are looking to achieve faster times than ever thought was possible. The sub 4 minute mile is one of the greatest achievements in mid-distance running, and people keep pushing the limits to better themselves. Thank you, and I hope you learned more about the sub 4 minute mile.